that I'm using, I got from the dollar store, except for the pot that it's in. And if you can't find something good at the dollar store, which I have found cute stuff before, if you can't find something good at the dollar store, grab something somewhere else, because don't use a chintzy pot or a container to put your arrangement in. Just having a nice container can make all the difference. So you could go to a secondhand store. I made a really cute Halloween bat house that's gotten a ton of pins on Pinterest. And anyway, that one, it was like a potted plant with a birdhouse at the top. And I put bats flying out of the top, but it was like $5 at Ross, but it's super cute to have a really cool container to put your flower arrangement in. Okay, so I'm taking my wood skewer, I'm wrapping it in this floral tape that I got from the dollar store. And I'm going to attach, so I wrapped it in that, and then I'm going to attach this tree to the top of it. And I'm gonna see, I mean, this is kind of it's not a heavy duty ornament, so I'm hoping that the tape will be sufficient, but if it's not, maybe actually, do you know what? I have rose wire too. I think I'm gonna use some metal rose wire. Where is it? Where is it? Aha. Also from the dollar store. And see my big heavy duty scissors that I bought at Home Depot, which I also use those same scissors. If you saw my 17th century dress project, you have to have good scissors to cut through boning and use boning. And so that's the scissors that I used to cut my boning. They're just really, really great scissors. You gotta have a good pair for yard work and sewing and floral arrangements. All right, so I got my wire here, and I think I'm going to wire the tree to the top of this. I think that's, oh dang it, look what I did. So I put the rose tape on the wrong end of the skewer. You want the pointy side of the skewer. That's the side you need to stick it in your arrangement. You don't have to have the pointy side. This side would probably work okay, but anyway, we're just gonna go with it. It'll still stick in. It'll still stick in. But normally, I would wrap the other side with the tape. Just a recommendation. I think this will just be fine. Okay. Okay, so now I've got this tree wired to the top. Can you see that? It's nothing fancy. And then I'm going to cover it, because we do want it to look fancy. I'm gonna cover that part with just a little bit more of this floral tape so that it looks pretty. You don't want your new craft project to look silly. All right. I have no idea why, but my camera shut off. So here's that with the floral tape, and I'm just going to find a really cute place to stick this tree in. Now remember, I'm all about symmetry, okay? So whatever I stick on one side, I'm gonna wanna take another tree and stick it on the other side. And I actually think I may not have to trim this stick, but maybe just a little bit. I cut off about 1 inch. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and that just looks so cute sticking out of the top. Okay, so there's one tree. You see that? And then I'm gonna stick another one, kind of maybe right over here, and maybe I'll stick a third one here in the back, you know? So for random things like this, you know, you might want 3, but you want symmetry. So you want, if this is gonna go in the front and I'm gonna put one here, it might look pretty since these are towards the front to put one in the center in the back. So we're just gonna see what it looks like. I have enough of these to do that. Okay, here's another one. Let's see if I can do my skewers correctly. Okay. Going to take a little bit of this rose wire, clip it. And this is the wire from the dollar store. But first, I need to wrap my stick. So wrap my stick with this floral tape. Just the top part, because this is the part that people could look down into your flower arrangement and see. And so you just want to put a little bit of extra effort into hiding the wood skewer part. So and I'm going to wire. Let's see if I can move here so you can see what I'm doing. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to wire this to the top. And that's probably plenty of wire. But then I'm going to re-wrap this again to cover the top of the wire that I just did. And you can see what that looks like before I put that on, because you want it to look pretty. Okay. And this floral tape, it's not sticky. I don't even know. It's like a paper version of saran wrap. I have no idea how to explain this. It's got a stretchy stickiness to it, but it's not sticky. It's not like tape. It's not like that, but it kind of sticks to itself. So that's my explanation of it. Like paper saran wrap. All right, so here's my tree. Okay, so we're looking for symmetry again. So see how that's there? So I kind of want to place this one over here, and then maybe it might look good to have one in the back. We'll see what it looks like. I always try to buy some stuff, a ton of stuff from the, you always want a little bit extra. This is a big pot. It really is a big pot, the base of that. And so you need quite a few sprigs. But this is gonna be really pretty when I get done with it. Oh, and you know what? You know what I just realized? Clipping off the end of that, you won't always need the skewer part, but I don't know. Sometimes you may. But if you're using that foam that I recommended, the one that's easy to put a dent in, oh, super cute. Okay, I'm actually gonna move this one over a little bit more now. And so I realized this kind of with my bats, when I was placing my bats in my arrangements, that some, oh, that kind of looks silly actually. I'm not doing that. That's too strategically placed. You don't want it to look, you don't want it to look too organized. It'll look silly. Oh, okay, there's that one. Okay, so that might look better. Let me just see. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I had these two right completely parallel with each other, and it looks stupid. It really did. And so I just moved this back a hair, and then I think placing this one in here will look good. But I had it too symmetrical, and it looked silly. So I'll have this one placed strategically a little bit farther back with some depth. So it was here, and then it was here right across from it. It looks silly. So just keep that in mind. And then I'm gonna place this one here. I don't know. I have these big white poinsettias, but I have a lot of ivory in here. I don't know if I'm gonna use them. But I have this other container from an old flower arrangement that someone made for my daughter, and we had that flower arrangement forever, and it was just like falling apart. We kept it in the bathroom, and I'm sure the humidity had something to do with that. But anyway, maybe I will use some of my leftover sprigs on this. I have enough to do that. So then I'll have two cute matching flower arrangements. But anyway, I will take a picture and post this on my blog when I get this finished. I just have probably this last sprig, and then if I add anything else to it, I'll make sure I let you know. But I think that will be sufficient. It will be beautiful. Anyway, thanks for watching. Go visit theeverythinghousewife.com. I have a really, before I let you go, if you saw my vinyl cutting, I had some snowflakes. I'm working on a really cute, I just want to show you, wood, Merry Christmas sign. And I've made lots of wood signs. We have in here in St. George, we have several wood supply stores, but Walmart is carrying wood supply things right now. So I create my own signs. I don't go in, they teach classes and you could put together signs they've made. I go in and I piece together my own ideas because, you know, sometimes I have too much of, you know, if you have, I don't have anything that says Merry Christmas on a sign. And so anyway, that is something that I'm going to make. I might even attempt to put lights on it. We'll see what happens. So, the dollar store, I'm just telling you, I got this cute Let It Snow sign. Look at that. And anyway, that will be cute inside of a wreath or on an easel. I don't know, I don't have my Christmas stuff out yet. My house is decorated, if you can see, for November. I do have November decorations. I don't skip it, but I do craft for Christmas during this time. So anyway, go visit my blog. I have lots of posts coming up. Lots of Christmas stuff, some really cool stuff. So anyway, go check it out. Visit theeverythinghousewife.com.